It's January 30th, 2023. We're out here talking to the owner, business owner of BHL Tree and Land Services. He's out here clearing. His name is Wanzel Scarborough. Mr. Wanzel, tell us what's the type of questions you get about this clearing project you're doing.
Primarily, when the customer requests a estimate, they want to know what the time frame is to do it, what the availability is, and what the cost. Primarily,
And what is the time frame? How long does it only take you to do something like this?
standard lots in Palm Bay usually run about 80 to 110, 80 by 110, which is 0.32 of an acre. So 0.32 of an acre usually take about 3.5 days. But a little larger, to clear a large acreage, usually it takes about a week, and it all depends on how dense or how thick it is, and the amount of water on it. Because you're in Palm Bay, the water table is high most of the time, and if you encounter a lot of water, it can cause more problems, more money.
What do you mean the water table's high? Like flooding?
Flooding. Palm Bay is a low area, as you all know, that all water drains down south from Vieira through Melbourne, and it all ends up out at Palm Bay. Well, the further south of Palm Bay that you live, the higher the water table, because all of the water drains down towards the Unit 50 or the compound. Well, that's the flooding staging area that all the water goes into, and anywhere around that, down Malabar, down out to Deer Run, it's all going towards the river, and the water table's high. This time of the year, December through June, is usually pretty dry. But May starts the rainy season, and the rainy season, the water table is really high. That's why you'll see some houses are really, really high, and then right next to it, the house is right next is low in the elevation. That's because of the time of year that they built it. If the surveyors come out and they get the water table at a high time, well, you have to put more dirt to get above the elevation, which is just keep you out of the flood zone. So that's where we are with elevations.
Oh, so that's why my house is up so high, because my house is up high.
Well, they built it in June or
They built it
July.
in May.
Yeah, well, see, there you go.
Oh,
Rainy
thank you for
season.
letting me know that. I was wondering why it's built so high, and because it stops it from flooding, it has a little thing in the front of it, and I guess a drain. I don't know. I never knew why and stuff. But you're saying that because we're in Palm Bay. Well, how long does it take for a house in Melbourne then? Melbourne, Florida. How long it takes to do the clearing there if they don't have as much, if they don't have high elevation,
Well,
like you
usually
said?
around Lake Washington over that side, it's pretty mucky, and during the rainy season, it gets a little soggy over there as well. But it usually doesn't take as long for the water to drain off. So the water table is lower the further north you go, and then the time of year would determine how high your house needs to be. So anytime you're around Lake Washington, you want to build it up high anyway because of the flooding from the lake. But most of the time, if you're inland closer to, say, Wickham Road or around the Post Road area, you don't have as much drain off as you would over on the Lake Washington side.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you a question. The homeowner I talked to a few minutes ago, he told me what's the benefit of somebody calling you doing clearing as opposed to going to a subdivision and getting their house built there? Because you're just doing clearing of one lot. What's the benefit to a homeowner to do
Benefit
this?
is they keep the code violations away. Most of the time, if the area around a vacant lot is developed, and the growth from that particular vacant lot is going onto the other developed property owners' land, and the grass is higher than 24 inches, you got pepper trees that grow over onto the property. That's a code violation. So most homeowners or vacant landowners like to make sure they don't get extra fees attached to their property because of the excess growth. But this particular property owner is building his dream house. So the benefit of having it all cleared out is, the visualization of it. You just go one step at a time, and this was the second step of it. First step was buy it, second step clear it, and third step, you start the building.
Okay. Well, Mr. Wanzel, I know you said you do clearing. What else do BHL do? Do they do anything else besides this here in the Brevard County area?
We do leveling and grading. He's actually putting in a culvert right here.
Right.
Most homes have to have. This is the driveway. This is the pipe that goes under the driveway.
It is?
Yeah.
That's under my driveway?
Yeah.
Oh.
We install those as well. We do tree trimming, we do mulching and mowing, which is industrial mowing. We have a industrial mower that will
Wait a
go ahead
minute.
and clear.
What's industrial mowing?
And well, it's like cutting grass for trees.
Oh, okay.
Anything that's 6 inches in diameter or less,
Okay.
we'll mow right over it and turn it into mulch, which is another code violation most property owners of vacant land have. Again, if it grows up higher than 24 inches, just the grass, or the weeds are extended onto the adjoining property, the developed homeowner calls code enforcement. They call the property owner. They give them so many amount of time to get it cleared up, and that's when they call me. We come in, we'll cut it back 15 feet, which is the regulation, and they're good for another year and a half.
Okay, I got another question for you. Where I live in Palm Bay, when I backed up my driveway was trees that was hanging in the street, bushes and everything. So I called the city. I didn't know who owned the property. I just said, it's trees across the street from me. Is that considered a violation?
Code violation.
Okay.
Yep.
I called them and they said, don't worry about it. I said, well, it ain't my house. They said there's no house there. And I came back one day later,
It was gone.
it was cut back. So
That's
that's
what we
code
do.
violation.
That's
Oh,
what we
okay,
do.
that's what you do.
Yep.
I know I talked to one of your customers one time, and she said you built a dog run. Can you talk about that a little bit?
We do astroturf installation. We do sod installation. That's part of our leveling and grading. Like if you have a water problem where you got puddling in your backyard, where due to the pitch being off, we can come in, take out all the old sod, repitch so that the drain away from the house, and then reinstall either live sod, or we can do astroturf, which is what we did a dog run out of. A lot of customers have dogs that are in the backyard. They don't want the whole backyard dug up, so we get a specialized area with a wooden deck inside of it, and we fenced in that little area, which was 30 by 60, and we put down astroturf, so they can dig all they want to, they can do everything else they want to, they just won't have dirt, and they won't have any holes. So the customer was happy, and they can put the dogs in and have the rest of the backyard to themselves without stepping in dog food.
Oh, okay. So that's a unique thing also. So BHL does quite a lot. So when people think of trees, you do more than trees. That's what I'm hearing.
That's why we said services.
Okay, that's why you serve services and stuff. And how long y'all been in business here in Palm Bay?
We've been
Well,
in business.
Brevard.
We've been in business for 12 years. We started in 2008.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it's 15 now.
Okay, well, anything else you'd like to tell us viewers about tree, sod, clearing, what anything else? You do so
If
much.
you have vacant property, give me a call. We can clear it completely. We can clear it 60% or as many trees as you want left on it. We'll go around it. If it's a code violation where it's just a lot of, say, palmettos,
Wait a minute, where's palmettos?
the little thicket of green stuff there,
Okay, there's palmettos, y'all.
we can mow palmettos down to about 4.5 inches, and it will look like it's clear, but it will grow back. So that would, in the case of a code violation, all that's extended over into the neighboring property. We can cut that back 15 feet. You'll get clear code violation, and the neighbor will be very happy because they'll have a nice clear walkway right down the side of their house.
But do the average homeowner really care if they get a code violation? Do they really care one way or the other?
Well, if they don't, they'll end up with a lien on their property, and somebody will end up buying their property out from under them if they don't take care of it.
Oh, okay. So it is. So code violation is nothing to play with.
Nothing to play with. You have 30 days after your notification, and City of Palm Bay usually works with you. If you let them know that, hey, listen, we're in the process of getting this done, they'll send an inspector out. They'll say, okay, well, if you have a contract, you'll get extended for 30 days. So it's a work together type of thing. They don't want to take your property, but you could lose your property if you ignore code violations.
You can. Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Okay, so listen to homeowners, vacant lot owners. You can lose your property because of something. How much does code violations run? Are they expensive, or how much could they run?
Usually for a one-sided code violation, it's about $400 to $600 just to mow it back to 15 feet, get it back in compliance. If you have 3 neighbors around you, well, that's a little bit more, and then we can just clear the whole lot for about $6,000.
So it's cheaper to answer that code violation than let them take the house or the
So
land
much
or whatever. Okay, it's cheaper. Oh, okay. Okay, well, this is BHL, interview with trees and resources. Anything else you want to know? Contact BHL Tree and Land at What's your number?
720-4905. And if you're looking at us on YouTube, Snapchat, or anything else, make sure to like and subscribe.
Thank you. We appreciate it. The homeowner says you're dependable, and we love dependable and good customer service from our local business owners. Make sure you'll buy local and stay local. Signing off.
Thank you.